Typical. As soon as I mention there's work to be done, they all bugger off shopping. Okay, so welcome to Monday. Yeah, Monday the 14th of June. We've got some employment for this guy today. We had 49 bales of big round bale hay made in Pigeon Mead yesterday, plus whatever they knocked up in the paddock, which is probably maybe half a dozen down there. We need to get them in. So I'm going to take the Lotus off the tractor. I could use Dad's tractor. And you say, why don't you use my tractor? But the problem is, with the size of the towing on here, the small pickup hook on Dad's tractor doesn't really fit it. It won't go in there, or it will, but it's so tight that on the turn it makes awful noises. So it's just easier to put it on the bigger hook on my tractor. I was kind of hoping that I'd have a bit of help this morning with one of my daughters, or somebody would come and help by driving the tractor, but they've decided that they'd rather go shopping. So this is what I got to do. Take the Lotus off, put the trailer on, drive the tractor and trailer up the field, walk back. Either use Dad's case. I wonder if I could do that. I could take the case up the field, unload the bales up there, and then use my skid steer to unload down here. But it still means I've got to walk up and down at least once or twice to take stuff up or bring it back. And it's just makes the job longer than it needs to be. So, but yeah, give Dad's case a bit of work. You like that? Some of you asked about the repair on this, on the module up there, and has it worked? The honest answer is I don't know yet, because even before I did the repair, sometimes the machine would go, a week, and it would start perfectly every time and no problem. So until it stops again or breaks down, I can only hope that it is repaired. It's one of those things, time will tell. Right then, I have to have a bit of thought about this, because if I'm putting a load of hay in here, there's some stuff in here that may need to come out first. I don't want to move it twice if I can help it. That's a couple of last year's bales, which I'll probably take out and put on the bottom at the front. That's locked shut. Okay. done. You can't drop the picker pitch unless you lift the lift arms right to the top. Right, we'll just put a bit of grease around it and this thing's ready to go. Morning, Casey. I got a little job for you. One, 2, 17, 18, 19. Alright, it's warm, so she had a good chance anyway. That's a dirty job. So if I can keep your hands clean at the beginning of the day, right, better just keep your hands clean. Ah! See, don't chuck your old duvets away. It's softer than gravel. Yeah. One. Two. Okay. I think there's only 2 on here. That I'm aware of. I might as well do the loader as well. I got the grease gun out of me. Sorted. Right, it's 10 o'clock. Everything is greased and ready to go. Just had a call from the vets. We're TB testing those 10 cattle, part 1 TB test, about 1 o'clock today. So I'm going to try and get this finished and get a bit of lunch in before that and get over there, because we've changed plans a little bit at the other farm. We're going to make the bigger pieces, the thicker pieces, into silage or haylage, whichever it turns out as. We're going to attempt hay. on the smaller pieces. It's a lighter crop on most of those, and for me, hay is so much easier to move because I can use Dad's tractor and the spikes to load up that end, and then the skid steer to unload this end, or vice versa. So it's a bit of a risk because it's supposed to chuck it down Thursday, but if I can get it dry enough and I can bale it Wednesday, I might just get away with it. Right, should we go and get some hay? That door still takes some persuading. That's going back to the days when my dad was driving this tractor and used to drive it everywhere with the door open. Better not clank Mikey's car. I've decided to keep the log splitter on the back. It's not really in my way for this job. I'm not towing a trailer. No. Excuse me. I'm not using this tractor, alright? I grabbed the wrong knob. I grabbed the range knob instead of the number knob. Anyway, as I was saying, I've left the log splitter on the back. Gives me a little bit of counterweight, not in my way, and I couldn't be asked to take it off. Yeah, I gotta walk down and get to the trailer now. It's not far. Here we go again. Now I'm looking for the gear stick down there. Take it wide. I don't know what the temperature is out there yet, but I haven't really done anything as far as what I would call work is concerned, other than just greasing around the machinery. But I am leaking. Come on, any time today. It's not Sunday. Some of us have got jobs to do. Well, there's only 49 bales out here, so I'd like to think I could get this cleared before we have to go do TB test. Would be handy, but it's it is one of those things with, when you're doing it by yourself, it's a bit of a long job. We'll let some of that heat out. Right then, shall we? Right, that's that. See? Plenty of life in the old girl yet. Got to walk up there now. My door shuts. Okay. You may have noticed that I parked this facing downhill. The reason for that being, obviously, I can let greater gravity help me get away. No stress on the engine. It's a good habit, because if I happen to be called away for an hour or two and the engine was cold, I'd have to pull away uphill, loaded. So it's just little things, just little things. You know, my engine will appreciate me. I appreciate a cold drink. I could bring 20 bales home at a time, but it's kind of no point really. It's literally just over the road. When I'm transporting back from Tiller Farm, I probably will, but I'll have to definitely strap that load down. This one like this, I'm fairly secure, or pretty sure. Nothing's going to fall off, because I'm not getting out of second gear. I'm only crawling down the road, and there's no sharp corners and there's no sudden stops. So no, I haven't roped this one on. I won't rope the next one either. Well, it's a stone floor in here. It's not concreted, and there's no waterproof membrane. If I can get a second use out of my old tonnage wrap, might as well.
Feel good, I can't help but feel fine. Everything is in its place, and all of it is mine. Ooh, I can't help but smile. Ooh, I can't help but smile. I'm reinventing myself. I'm me and nobody else. I'm reinventing myself. I'm me and nobody else. Ooh, I can't help but smile. Ooh, I can't help but smile. Ooh, I can't help but smile. 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 I can't help but smile.
A little tiny bit of crunch. So even though it wasn't the best drying week, this should be dry enough to come into store. But there's a few patches that are just a little bit too green to make me totally confident. So I think one of the jobs, that's not dry. Over the next 48 hours, I'm going to have to monitor this. So basically that's one of the reasons I'm not going 4 high. I've put it 3 high because 3 high I can get out quick. I can move it fast should I need to. If I was to stack this 4 high and deep and whatever else and it gets hot, hay can get hot enough to actually self-combust. Every year X amount of farmers lose their barns and everything that's in their barn because they put hay away too damp. Like I say, this has been down almost a week, but the first 2 days weren't that well. The first 2 days were good drying days, and I had 2 days of damp, then 2 days of good. So it should, and I spun it 3 times, and then it was braid up. So it should, but yeah, we'll be keeping an eye on this. So giving that a bit more thought, I think what I might do is actually bin off bringing any more in today, and I'll put some pins in the bales at the field as well, especially what we would call the headland bales, because that's the ones that will be the dampest of anything. So I'll put some pins in these. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go up the field and I'm going to just restack all the bales, because there are a couple actually in the hedge. I'll move them out, let them go out and get some air around them. We'll keep an eye. It's supposed to chuck down with rain Thursday, so if they're baling over to the farm, I will want to move those as well. But literally, these rain bales, once they're made, it's like a thatched roof. They don't really, you might spoil if you leave them out for a week or 2 in the rain, they might spoil the outside inch or so layer, but better that than have the barn on fire. Right. I think that's what we'll do. They can stay there for at least another day.